Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you have enjoyed the last few kit making videos that I have put together using scraps. Today is kind of the third in probably what will be the kind of final installment in this kind of short series that I've done just making kits from scraps. So I'm so glad that you're here, and I hope you enjoy the time that we have together. Please, 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 if you are new here, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. If you like this video and you're watching it and you want more of this type of content, please like the video, subscribe. I would love to have you as part of my community. And let's get underway with the kit making. All right, so this being the third installment here, one of the things that I will say after you do this for a little bit, it starts getting a little bit easier. You kind of find your rhythm, you kind of find your flow. You see that stack of 3 different pattern papers, if you will, and there's a fourth. Those are going to be my page or my kit starters, not page starters. And some of them are going to be quite small, some of them are going to be a little bit bigger. But you will find your flow if you're wanting to try to kind of do the same thing that I'm doing here. Sorry for the squeaky chair. So I'm just going through again what now, having done this for a couple of previous videos. This is the third time. This multicolor page protector is getting slim, but it's good enough. I'm more than happy to build off of that. I've cleared some of the clutter. If you go back to the first video, I apologize. There was a lot of clutter. And again, I hadn't done this in a really long time, and I had forgotten how cluttery it gets, right? Is that a word? All right, so I'm just tidying things up here. Could have cut this out. Move it along. And we're going to focus, I don't know if you can tell, but they're very dainty little hearts. It's an old Stampin' Up paper. I didn't even buy it. Somebody just left like this little kind of mini kit at one of the swaps. And I've pretty much gone through it and have used, I think at this point, most of it up. So this is one of the few scraps that I still have. And I'm digging through my cardstock. Is what you see on my left is everything that is cardstock sorted by color. They are in 8.5 by 11 page protectors. Off to my left, which is what I have right now in front of me and that I'm going through, are my pattern paper scraps, and those are off to my left. They're also stored in the same way. Color family, sometimes if I don't have a ton of one color, like my yellows, my oranges, I'll tend to mix those. You guys already know, coral, it's just like my other paper organizational videos. Sometimes you find it in pink and sometimes you find it in orange. So it is what it is. I find it where I find it. I know to look in those 2 areas. So I'm thinking, hey, that's good enough for a kit. Again, that's my inspiration, and I have put together and added some papers from my stash. Now this is a beautiful, I already even know the layout that I want to do with this particular one. I think. But I'm going through my papers. The background in those red flowers, it's a very unique periwinkle, and at first I thought about trying to match that, and I may be going back to it. Oh, maybe not. But I thought, I'm like, it's going to be too hard to match. So I'm going off of the navy. There are those centers. I can't remember if they're black, but there is definitely navy in this in these papers. So I'm going through and I'm going and looking at what other colors, besides the white, what other colors are in the background paper or the inspiration paper, and it is this particular green. I talked to you in the last, I think it was the last video. Green, depending on, you know, sometimes you're on the lookout for the perfect green. This is like the stars were aligned and we have the green that is in the paper. It's a miracle. It's a miracle that I actually had the color green in my scraps to go with this. I'm thinking about bringing another color in. I think there might be some yellow in the middle of those white flowers. And I think I'm going to try to bring in some polka dot, or remember that 8x8 paper pad I've been using quite a bit. So, all right, so let's go on to the next paper. Now, okay, we're doing a dance, apparently. And yeah, I don't know what, I don't even think I was listening to music. Sometimes you just get it like a tune stuck in your head, like the last song that you heard. It may have been days ago and it's still stuck in there. I think I was having one of those moments. So I'm trying to bring in some different colors, again, that are all in the actual paper. And sorry, I had to wet my whistle. I'm going through my different stash. I think I'm going through my blues. Sorry, I'm off camera, but I'm going through my pattern paper blues. And I will switch off. Sometimes I'll start with the cardstock. Sometimes I will start with the pattern paper. It really just depends on my mood. There's no rhyme or reason. But I hope that this inspires you as you're seeing some of this kind of these last few videos that I've shared. If you have missed them, know that you can, I will make sure that I will link the playlist for my kids at the end of the video. So just be on the lookout for that if you've missed the previous ones. I have a playlist for any time I create any kind of kits. Absolutely. Go back to the playlist. I always try to do my best to remember to link those. Sometimes people really enjoy these type of videos as they are either crafting or they're just have some downtime, or they're trying to get inspiration to craft, or just need some background noise. That's okay too. So here I'm going through my pink pattern paper. Woof. Say that fast. And now I'm going through the cardstock because I really love that little pop of color. And you see I brought in that white wood grain with that one. Oof, I can't wait. Like it like inspires me because now I can't wait to play with these papers. Like I don't even know what I'm going to scrap. I think I remember mentioning to you guys the last time that I have been very deliberate about not, because I realize that these may turn out to be base pages, and I'm totally okay with that. But I made a very deliberate decision not to include any fall type of papers. I have gone through and not immediately, but a little bit ago, I reorganized my base pages. I reorganized my page kits, my paper kits, and I know that I have way too many fall base pages and kits that I haven't used. So, but fall is coming. So if I am able to dwindle down some of those, like, oof, I would love that. But for right now, I'm concentrating on making kind of very non-fall. And it doesn't necessarily have to be themed, because I was going to say non-themed, but it really is I'm not focusing necessarily on themes. Some of these papers that I have chosen for these kind of kit starters have been very colorful and they give almost like a summer or spring kind of feel, but you'd be surprised. Some of these turn out, I can make them be into really, sometimes into kind of non-themed, very generic type of layouts. And then this is actually from either a fall collection. I can't remember if what's on the other side, but it's either a fall collection or it's a Halloween collection. Same thing, but not really. But I think this is all I have left from this particular collection. So that's why it is in my scraps. And you'll see that I am more than likely not going to make a Halloween page with this. Probably not. I don't think I even have any Halloween photos to scrap. So it's got to be versatile. I have to make my supplies work for me. I have learned that. It's taken me a really long time to learn all of that. And I can tell you now, I kind of, I'm very selective about the things that I bring into my space. And I was going to say the paper, but it really is, it just encompasses so much more than just paper. But I am selective about the paper. I no longer, and I don't know that I will say never, but I no longer shop warehouse boxes. I think my only exception, and I'm very careful, again, I don't mind shopping like the sales, but I want to be able to pick collections that I know I will use. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm thinking like Echo Park. I'm less likely to order something if I can't select the actual collections or embellishments. I've been there. I've done that. And I've had to gift quite a bit of stuff because it's just, I would never use it. So there we go. There's the next page kit. And this is again, this one particularly is very summery. So let's see what happens with this one while we continue chatting. So I have learned, right, that I need to kind of make those adjustments. I get really excited, just as everybody else, when the sales come up. But I've just learned that it really is, for me, it comes down to just being, unfortunately, a waste of money if I can't personally select my things. I love a good sale, don't get me wrong, but I'm just trying to do a little bit less of kind of the generic warehouse boxes. Now, but let me tell you, if 49 and Market ever, there's some exceptions. So if 49 Market ever came up with a warehouse box, your girl would be the first one that would sign up. I still get the Peachy Cheap. If you're not familiar, Peachy Cheap is a website, and they sell, like they have daily deals. Those are probably like the ones that I look at in the morning. But I haven't bought anything from them in a really long time. And so it really, again, it's really being selective about the things that I bring in. And if it's something that I think is really versatile and I will be able to use it, then absolutely. I don't have any, I'm not on a freeze. I'm not on any kind of self-imposed budget. I've just, over the years, have learned what works for me, what doesn't work for me. And I just hate to have things just sit unused, and then having to be purged. All right, so we're nearing the end here, and you'll see that I pulled a lot of papers in here because I want to have options. I don't just want to make this into like a beachy. I love wearing flip-flops. I could wear flip-flops all year long. So here I'm just showing you the different paper kits. And I sure hope you've enjoyed that. And until next time, guys, Bye for now.